I've had some pretty prestigious and quite lofty titles in my career. Titles that I was too arrogant, too self-centered, too bloated, and too disrespectful to appreciate. I've been a vice president, senior vice president, director of commercial banking, and chief credit officer for financial institutions. All great, all look good on a resume, or they did. And now I have titles that really matter. I'm a son, a father, husband, friend, and convicted United States felon. Now, when you cringe, when you hear that last title, I can tell you it is equally as discouraging, disheartening, and depressing to hear it come out of my own mouth. But unlike some speakers who have had the privilege to come before you in the past, I want you to know that I did it, I'm responsible for it, and I own it. It's my mistake. And thank you. I pay for it each and every day. I think that in the banking world and in the banking culture, there are things that are done properly and quite well, and I respect and appreciate banking and financial services more today than I did when I was involved as a banker. I think a lot of times there's oversight on issues, and when you get to a certain level of authority where I was at, and you have a sizable loan portfolio, you have a tendency to abuse and use your credibility, your authority, and your influence to push deals through for the sake of making your numbers look better, your commissions larger, and your ability to move up the career path. As that first boss once told me, banking did turn into a sales environment. Pipeline, what are you closing in 90 days, what's on your hot list, they all became prevalent buzzwords, buzz phrases in banking. And being someone who was driven and money motivated, selfish, and arrogant, I incorporated those into my daily regimen of trying to move up the career ladder. What a horrible, horrible mistake. I look back on my banking career with fondness for some of the things I accomplished, but with personal disgust because it's a great industry that helps people. It's a pillar in a community. It's very difficult for people to apply for loans or ask for money. It's raw. You're bringing your financial data, you're bringing your ideas, your livelihood to someone else who tells you, yes, you are good enough for credit. No, unfortunately, I'm sorry, you're not. And a bank and the FDIC and the federal government that regulates the bank instilled trust in me and trusted me to honor those codes, those ethics, and those levels of integrity. And I disrespected them.